Can I afford to get divorced? That's a question our clients often ask. In this episode, we'll discuss the financial considerations of getting divorced. Getting divorced can be expensive in many ways. It goes far beyond merely paying for an attorney. Separating and living on your own can put a great strain on your finances. You're moving from a two-income household to a one-income household. Concern about whether you can afford to live on your own is one of the biggest reasons people stay in a marriage long after they'd like to leave. Let's take a look at a typical example with a woman we'll call Jessica. Jessica and Michael had been married for a few years when their son Benjamin was born. Although Jessica was overjoyed with her new baby, the marriage was being strained. She thought about divorce, but stayed for Ben's sake. Besides that, she didn't know if she could afford to get divorced and live on her own. She booked a free consultation with us to discuss her options. Her first concern was the high cost of hiring an attorney to represent her. We explained that at Ford Law, we're dedicated to providing experienced legal help she could afford. Using our sliding scale fee approach, based on her income, we were able to find a rate that worked for her. The next problem was, where would everybody live? The three of them were all living together, of course, but what about when the divorce was filed? Would she have to be under the same roof as Michael during the divorce? That would make things very uncomfortable, to say the least. We explained it would be possible to have Michael move out and that she and Ben could stay in the home during the divorce process. That way, Ben's routine wouldn't be overly disrupted. This would be possible through temporary orders. Also, Michael could be ordered to pay temporary child support for Ben and spousal support for her. This would be a great help to her in making ends meet. Such support is available right away and can be ordered to continue after the divorce. Another issue we discussed was how to divide marital assets. Generally, things bought during the course of the marriage are considered marital assets. During a divorce, they need to be divided between the parties. Everything from household items such as pots and pans to expensive things like cars, bank accounts, and the house need to be divided. Replacing these items can be very costly. Therefore, it was very important that we worked out a deal that would protect Jessica's rights. Similarly, debts occurred during the marriage need to be divided as well. She was worried that she'd be burdened with paying too much of that debt, especially the credit cards. We determined how much debt there was and worked out a budget for paying it back. Health insurance was another concern for Jessica. All three of them were covered by Michael's health insurance plan. She didn't think she could afford to pay for hers on her own. We arranged to have both she and Ben stay on Michael's plan at little or no cost to her. Money was still tight. She had to ask her family for help, which is something nobody wants to do. But as her parents told her, that's what family is for. Soon, she was back on her feet and moving forward. She and Ben are living on their own and doing fine. She faced her fears over money and boldly took the first step. She talked to us. Now she's living the life she deserves. If you're considering getting divorced in Massachusetts, please visit affordlaw.org/checklist. We've made a checklist and a video mini course explaining the 7 most important things you should be considering before filing for divorce. And for more information on divorce in Massachusetts, please see our next video.